for a while now, and you've seen me make these omelettes. And I've always said I'm going to give a tutorial on how I make the omelette, and this is it. Alright, so I'm going to start by showing you the ingredients that I like to use in my omelette. If there's something here that you don't like, by all means take it out. If there's something that you want to add in, by all means add it in. First ingredient we have here, back bacon. 5 free-range eggs. We've got a red bell pepper, 3 onions, some black pitted olives, sun-dried tomato, and we have salt, sea salt, always sea salt over table salt, black pepper, and we've got some olive oil here. So I'm about to get chopping board out, chop these ingredients up, and then we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now we've got our ingredients chopped. We're going to fry them off in the pan with a bit of butter and oil. I did forget to mention that we use butter and oil. So I'm going to put some oil in the pan, get it heated up, and fry off these vegetables. Okay, so we've got our ingredients in the pan. We're frying them off. Let these fry down for about 5 minutes or so. Soften, get a nice little colour on them. Depends on how you like your vegetables. Some people like the vegetables harder than others, so depends. And once it's going for a little while, we're going to add the bacon in as well, and then we'll add in a tiny drop of butter just to help it along and give it some colour. So yeah, I'm going to fry these off for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to add my bacon in. Okay, so our onions and peppers are getting nice and soft now, so I'm going to go ahead and add the bacon in as well. Move that around. Turn the heat down if you need to. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little knob of butter in now as well also. Just to help it along, give it some colour, give it some flavour, give it some body. And again, let that go for another 2 minutes. And then we're going to get beating our eggs. Okay, as you can see, everything's softening up, getting a nice colour on it. And what we're going to do now, you can go and put your eggs in straight away, but what I like to do is just turn it off. Turn it off. And this is basically, the reason why I had to turn it off is because I actually forgot to beat my eggs, to be honest with you. So I'm just turn this off, put this to the side, let it sit for a while, and then I'm going to beat my eggs. By all means, if you don't want all the yolks and the cholesterol, take out a few if you want, but we're going to use all 5 today. Because that's what I like. Okay, so I've got myself a plate, and you might be thinking, why have I got myself a plate? A lot of problem that people have with making omelettes is turning it over. It breaks, it folds, it goes all over the place. Well, I've developed a way that I use to make the perfect omelette. So I basically put it, let me show you. First things first, I'm gonna put my vegetables back onto the fire, let them heat up, and I'm gonna add my eggs. So the heat's back on. With this heat, you want it to be medium to low, because you're gonna add the eggs in and you don't want them to burn. You want them to cook nicely through, all the way through. So let's let this heat up a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our eggs in. So all we do, pour the egg in the center of the pan. Make sure you use all of it, don't waste anything. And this is a cheap meal that you can make, it's not expensive. It's eggs, vegetables, and that's basically it. And what we do now is we just let the egg fill the pan. Move it around slightly, make sure the egg gets everywhere. Make sure the vegetables and the bacon is evenly distributed, so we don't have any lumps or bumps. And then just let that heat up for a little while. When it starts to heat up, you'll see the edges start to cook. And what we do is just go around with our spatula around the edge of the pan. And this is a non-stick pan. Make sure you're using a non-stick pan. If you're not using a non-stick pan, there's no point. You might as well forget about it. So then we let the egg get around the side of the pan, touch the side of the pan. And we keep doing that until the egg in the center doesn't move. Does that make sense? Until you don't see any egg in the center running. So again, go around the edge of the pan, lift the edges up, and then what we do now is just let all this excess egg run around the side. Just let it run all the way around the side. And we keep doing that until we don't see any movement, until there's no egg running. Yep, lovely, look. See, every time I do that, you see the corners cooking? And just go around the edge, lift it again. Make sure this is why your heat can't be high, because if your heat is high, what's happening is your egg underneath is just burning. So you got to make sure it's medium to low. You don't want the heat too high. And then we just let the egg go around the side of the pan again. And as you can see, we're not getting any movement. We're getting there now. So it's time to flip our omelette soon. Not yet, but soon it will be time to flip our omelette. So again, we'll go around the side, and we'll do it one more time and that'll be it. Around the edge. Check to see if it's sticking. If there's no movement, it's probably sticking, but it shouldn't be because we've got a non-stick pan. There shouldn't be a problem with that. One last time and go around the edge. You see with that last little bit of egg that's just starting to run off to the side. Okay, so it's going to be time to flip it soon. But before we do that, we've still got our sun-dried tomatoes and our olives that need to go in. And what I do with these is I just put them on the top. So go around one more time. And then I'm gonna manually put the olives and the sun-dried tomatoes in. Just put them in, space them out, push them into the egg so that when you do turn it over, it doesn't just fall off. You've got to be quick. You don't have to be quick, but you do have to have a bit of speed about you because obviously the egg is cooking underneath. We don't want it to burn. My first time doing this on camera, so it's not as good as it usually looks when I do it by myself, but that's life. So be it. As long as you understand what I'm trying to show you, that's the main thing. So spread everything out. And we're going to give our omelette a little check underneath to see what's going on, see if it's not burning. If it looks anemic, we're going to leave it for a little while longer and let it cook a bit more. I'll turn up my heat slightly. Give it a little wiggle. You see that? You see that wiggle? That means it's not stuck. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. You might not be able to see this on camera, but I'm going to lift it up and have a little look underneath. Yeah, perfect, 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 perfect. This is exactly the colour we want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ease this omelette onto the plate. Cooked side onto the plate. Yep. So I'll give it a shake. I'm going to ease it onto the plate. Like so. Very careful not to break it. Look at that. Lovely, 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 jubbly. And then we'll take our pan and cover it. Yep. Get your hand underneath. It's the moment of truth. What do you think, guys? Is it gonna come out right? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Be quick, swift. Turn it over. Get your spatula. Get under the plate. Take the plate off. Look at that. Lovely, lovely. Look at that. Perfect. But again, depends on how you like it. This is just how I like my omelette. Nice color. Nice color. I'm going to be honest with you, I've forgotten something again. It's my first time doing it on camera. What I was supposed to do before I turn it over is I was supposed to sprinkle some salt and pepper over the top of the omelette, which I haven't done, but no biggie. We can go ahead and do that now. It's better if you do it on the other side because obviously it gets to sink into the omelette and whatnot, but no problem. We'll just come with some salt and pepper, one layer. We don't want a whole load of salt and pepper. We're trying to live a long time. Yep. Shake it up. And to be honest with you, this is probably ready now. So I'm just gonna turn it down slightly, leave it for a few minutes. We're gonna get ourselves another plate shake it, shake it. Have a little look underneath like I did before. Lovely jubbly. Perfect, 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 perfect. So what I do now is just basically put it onto a plate. I like to fold mine over half. So go onto the plate, half of the omelette come onto the plate like so, and you just flick it over. And there we go. Perfect omelette. Lovely. Nice, nice, nice. Hey! Alright guys, so that's how you make the perfect omelette. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.